Hey guys, what's up? Chris Rod, Sun City Lawn Care. Quick video today. We're gonna be treating some undesirables, some weeds. All right, I'm gonna point a couple out to you. We're gonna be trying a new product today. It's Certainty. Okay, it is a selective herbicide for your southern grass types, Bermuda in particular, in my case. But we've got some sporadic weeds throughout our hybrid Bermuda lawn, and I've treated it with some triplet. I usually use triplet. I've used Trimec, Southern Trimec in the lawn. That's typically my go-to, but they stopped selling it to Texas, so we can't get it anymore unless you are a licensed applicator. So with that being said, we've had to move on to some other herbicides. Look at that. They got some bird poop. So anyways, we've got a variety of weeds that I want to treat today, and I'm using Certainty for a reason, primarily for its quackgrass. Here we go. Quackgrass control, and we're going to be seeing testing its results on Poa Annua. Normally, it goes without hiccup every February, first 2 weeks of February. Every May and September, October, we're doing pre-emergent application with a rotation between prodiamine, dithiopyr, prodiamine. That's my rotation. I'm trying to find that Poa, and I'll find it here in a second. But we treat the lawn with pre-emergence. Okay. However, this past winter, I overseeded the lawn with perennial ryegrass, so I actually did not put down my pre-emergent application for the fall. I did it in February, but what I've noticed was by skipping that application, I'm starting to see some weeds that I've never had in my lawn up until about 2016 when I first bought the house. So let me see if I can find that Poa real quick, because I want to get it on video. That way I can show you guys the results. And man, I cut this 2 days ago. Here it is. Here's a little bit. See what I'm talking about? I don't know if I can zoom in on that. You guys see that little guy right there? I cut this 2 days ago. When you're using herbicides, you have to keep in mind that you cannot apply, or you should not apply, a herbicide to your lawn the day that you mow. So you've got to wait a little bit. Look, here's it's hard to identify that right there, but that is definitely a weed. It's probably quackgrass. It's got the bulb there, it doesn't have a white center. It does not have a purple center, which would indicate that it's either crabgrass or goosegrass. And here's some more of it right here. Very hard to identify this stuff, but when you let it grow tall enough, you can really start to see some of the seed heads, and Poa is probably the biggest one that we see in our line of work. This time of year, that was some old crabgrass that I sprayed with a non-selective herbicide, and notice how I just got the weed. But anyways, man, that was the only Poa I could find. I know there's a little, I think I saw like 2 or 3 more patches in here. So either way, I'm going to be doing a blanket application today. So Certainty, guys, when you guys are working with this stuff, you have to keep in mind your PPE, gloves, long sleeves, glasses, eye protection, and then I've got my face mask. I'm always wearing this thing primarily because I have allergies, but when you're doing herbicides, that's the most important part when applying, okay? Moreover, you don't want this stuff getting on your hands, your clothes. You want to do it on the least windiest day possible. And control tough weeds in residential, commercial tough, sedges, broadleafs, Kalinga, Poa trivialis, okay? Another weed that this particular herbicide targets is quackgrass. It is easy to mistake crabgrass for quackgrass or vice versa, okay? You have to know your weed types and identify them properly, okay? And I've easily misidentified weeds in my line of work every single day. You know, you really have to get down there, check out the root system, check out, you know, in crabgrass or goosegrass in particular, if it's got that white center or that purple center. Those are some key identifiers. But with quackgrass, and I'm seeing it within a lot of lawns here in El Paso in West Texas, is it's got this long stem. You know, it gets really tall for starters, and then it's got this long stem, and then the leaf wraps around. It wraps around. It like cups the stem almost, and it's unmistakable when you see it at its height when it's really tall. But this is the other reason why I'm going to be applying this product today. And I thought this was so cool. And you know, for the cost in this, it's 1.25 ounces. Okay, get this. And this is why you typically should hire a turf professional to do the herbicide applications for your lawn, because this one single bottle, if you've got just a couple pieces of, you know, kalinga or crabgrass or quackgrass or some purple nutsedge or yellow nutsedge, you're not going to spend 99 bucks on this 1.25 ounce bottle, okay? However, because I apply herbicides, you know, I'm willing to take that investment. But with this, you know, we treat properties here in El Paso that are no bigger than, oh God, 2,000, 3,000 square feet. You know, my backyard alone is 1,000 square feet. So, you know, is it worth the investment? Absolutely. I can get, for 1,000 square foot properties, 33 different applications out of this bottle, okay? So at the high rate, or the recommended rate for quackgrass, which is my target weed today, quackgrass and Poa Annua, with this, let me see if I can pronounce this, it's sulfur sulfuron, okay? That's the active ingredient, 75%. Is 1.25 grams, if I'm not mistaken, or 1.25 ounces per acre, which equates to 0.8 grams, guys. Okay, so when you guys are doing your applications, okay, the most important part about this is following the instructions, okay? Always remember, if you start to go down this road of selective and non-selective herbicides, the label is the law. Read them through and through, and these things sometimes are like 45 pages long, okay? But if you're a herbicide applicator, you really need to fully understand the how the product works, okay? Whether it's going to be soaked in through the leaf tissue or soaked in through the root zone. Should you be using a surfactant? Is a surfactant required or not required? And then, of course, most importantly, how many grams or how many ounces per acre you're going to be applying, or per 1,000 square feet. And you got to do those conversions, okay? And I thought this was so cute. Look at this little guy. And some of them don't come like this. You have to figure it out, or, you know, use a different scoop. But this one's got a 0.8 gram scoop, which is what they refer to as the big scoop. And then they've got the 0.16 grams scoop over here. For 1,000 square feet of certainty, to answer the question now, because I see it all the time, is how many grams do I need per 1,000 square feet or per gallon of certainty of this product, okay? So the recommended rate is 5 small scoops, okay, per 1,000 square feet per 2 gallons of water. Okay, so this is obviously a concentrated product. You got to dilute it. The 5 scoops equate to it's 0.16 grams times 5. I believe it turns out to 0.8 grams of actual product, okay, per 2 gallons per 1,000 square feet. So let me go ahead and get this solution ready for you guys, and stay tuned. Nice and empty. Before you guys apply your product, it is recommended to fill it with water halfway, guys. Halfway. So in this case, 1 ounce. Or I'm sorry, 1 gallon. Also, it is very expressive on the instructions to make sure that each scoop is nice and flush and level. You don't want any little bubble over that scoop, okay? Nice, flush, level scoop. 2, 3, 4, and number 5. Now again, you're going to start off by filling up your tank halfway, and then you apply your product. And then there's also very specific instructions on whether or not, if you decide to mix this with anything else, say for an example, an additional herbicide or a surfactant, okay, there is a process of filling up your tank sprayer. In this case, it's water first, product, and then your additional product or surfactant, okay? In this case, I'm not going to be using a surfactant, but what I am going to do before I put the remaining gallon in this here is I'm going to mix this up. I'm going to agitate it very well. All right. That's it. Certainty's down. I showed you some of our target weeds. You guys subscribe, like, leave me a comment on what you think about Certainty, or if you've had success with it, or if you've had failures with it, or maybe what even herbicides you use here in southern Bermuda areas where you guys are targeting certain kind of weeds that just don't belong there, where it be sedges or poa, quackgrass, crabgrass, whatever it is. And then lastly, only recommendation I have is make sure, if you are a licensed applicator or if you're just spraying your own yard, stay off of it minimum 4 to 6 hours. Let this product dry. Don't let the children out. Don't let the pets out. Do not water and do not mow at least for 24 to 48 hours. Personal recommendation. I'm pretty sure it says that somewhere in the fine print as well. You guys stay tuned. Again, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for the results of said Certainty herbicide.